Okay. I guess this is round fucking whatever, like 28 or some shit. Listen, it's not that I'm drinking, but yes, I'm drinking. Let me get this out of bed because that's none of y'all's business. But what I'm saying is, there is an expression I like to use. Some of you may find it offensive, and if you do, yeah, I don't know what to say about it. Mommy didn't give you enough titty as a baby or something, but it's called "I'm free, white, and 21," and of course it's based in a racist. Yeah, you know what I mean. But I use it. I don't give a fuck. Excuse me, because guess what? I'm free, white, and 21. So kiss my motherfucking ass. Anyway. So, there may be a loss because there's going to be multiple tapes, or not tape. Why do we keep saying film and tape when the shit is completely digital? It's not a film, it's not a tape. Anyway, there's going to be mini video, I guess, video, whatever you want to call it, uh, uh, throughout the night. And they will not involve my face because, my vanity has gone to my head. Like, I'm not even attractive. Like, I'm not even a good looking guy. And, like, I was told yesterday that I make everything about me. And this is the only way. I'm sure this is not exactly what she meant. But, like, I'm not putting the camera on myself. I'm not gonna film me. I'm just me talking. Which is, I guess, narcissistic too. It's not intentional. It's just because I'm a what do you call it? I'm an entertainer. That's I am a content creator. I am an entertainer. It's what I do. I mean, I may not be on the silver stage or Broadway or doing magic in Maui, but I am just as accomplished, just as big a success story as any one of those people. By God, I am Brad Pitt in my own right. Well, I guess, probably not Brad Pitt. More like Steve Buscemi, but no offense, Steve, but it is what it is. But anyway, back to what I was getting at is, earlier we were talking about how today's society is so based on. Hang on, let me put this in a sling here. We were talking about how today's society is based on not only what you make, and you got females who are like, it don't matter what you make, I love you. You know what I mean? They love you to the point they'll support you while you're in prison and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like idiots. They're fucking stupid. Like they have no fucking concept of self-respect or anybody who will have self-respect for them. I mean, they're dumb. I mean, it is what it is. Bitches be dumb, man. Let me sponsor a product real quick, and there's no reason for this. By the way, I'm not being paid. I just want to do it because TV won't broadcast tobacco products, and I will. Look, this is 24/7 gold, sold in Oklahoma and Arkansas. The best of my knowledge, the only places I've ever seen it. They're cheap, and they taste better than Marlboro. Smoke them, emphysema. It's coming, baby. Anyway, so I don't. I guess I'm getting drunk. And I'm not intending to because I have so much on my mind. And I keep wanting to put it out there. Like in a broadcast fashion. Like I want my ideas, Could you ever hear the song I Felt Death Around the Corner by Tupac? Well, I feel death around the corner, man. My mouth is so fucking. You know, when I was in the great state of Arkansas, God bless Arkansas, which I'm from, by the way. I'm from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Before anybody questions me on that shit, but I've been away for a long time. But when I was there, one of the last weeks, I mean, I went to jail for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. You know, this officer, bless his heart, I ain't gonna disparage him. He did what he did, and it is what it is. And he was just trying to keep me off the street, man, because he could tell I was not okay. And he was right for doing that, you know, because though I got in his face, and though I was disrespectful, and I mean, my heart was broke. My whole world just been shattered. Everything just came unfucking glued. You know what I mean? Like, and then I couldn't even rent a room because my car was malfunctioning. I was just, you know what I mean? I was trying to, my girlfriend, or not my girlfriend, the woman I was occupying my time with, I guess, wouldn't answer the phone, and I mean it was a thing, and those cops, when they got my face over sitting on a wall, you know what I mean, like on a sidewalk, like public domain, and they're coming at me. I'm waiting on a cab to go to another hotel. And man, they just came at me, and it was so intrusive, and you know, my everything about me was high strung. You know what I mean? Like I was wired for sound. Like it's crazy. And when they came at me, and my natural, you know, some people are like. They say there's three forms of trauma: fight, flight, or fawn. When I get in a traumatic situation with an authority figure, you know, I guess because I was beaten by my stepdad or something, but when I get into a confrontation with an authority figure, I don't have the fawn or the flight. I have fight. Like, I want, fuck it, let's go. Rip my head off, motherfucker. This is just my personality. It's who I am, and I think it's dangerous. You know, it's not a good to have a personality where your natural aggression is anything that's authority. I mean, God or fucking cops or father, mom, anything that's authority. You know what I mean? Like you resistant to anybody trying to guide or protect you. You distrust. And it comes from being abused by certain individuals and then relaying that to these authority figures time and time again in many different ways, even directly a few times, and it constantly being ignored. You know what I mean? Like you lose the idea of respecting an authority figure, because what you're thinking in your mind now is they're not interested in me. They're just interested in, yeah. I mean, it's very impersonal, you know, and it creates a human who's very impersonal. You know, a human who's, you know, probably not going to be the best human, you know? A narcissist, in fact. You know, people ask me all the time, why do you make these videos all the time? Why are you documenting your life? Why are you doing this all the time? And I'm like, you know, other psychopaths, other schizo, fucked off fucking people go into the world and they hurt people, like physically. They kill them. They hurt them. You know what I mean? They find the weakest of the pack and they eat them. I mean, that's what they do. Me, I would rather. And I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the world. Don't think that I think I am. But I would rather interact and make videos and explain certain things that other people may or may not already understand. Kind of take the guesswork out of life, if you will. Like, for individuals like myself, and like, if you know somebody like me and things like that, you know what I mean? Then you don't have to walk a mile in my shoes. You know what I mean? You can just refer back and see who I was, my thoughts, my identities, my emotions on certain subjects and situations and everything. You know what I mean? It's no different than saying being an anchor on NBC, except for on there they are secretive. Their entire behind the scenes personality is not portrayed, and you don't. All you're seeing is that smiling face and them going through the motion. You don't hear the pain in their voice. You don't see the pain in their eyes. You know what I mean? And if you do, you're extraordinarily talented. Because the fact is, you know, people hide pain, and I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. I want to expose it all the way, everything. I want it out there. I want it exposed. I want others to not feel it, like, you know, physically, of course, but like relatable. You know what I mean? I want to be relatable. There are things that I have done. There are places I have been. I'm not saying I'm an interesting person, because we've all been there, done it. You know what I mean? Who the fuck am I? But you know what inspired George Orwell or whatever to write a biography? I mean, I'm a legend in my own motherfucking right. So, yes, I'm gonna document my existence on this fucking planet. That's why I make these videos. And the reason I'm not currently making them with my face is because my friend Ashley said that I'm very narcissistic, and I make these videos about. Here I am verbally making these videos completely, totally about myself. That's what it is. You know, I mean, this is my expression time. You know, this is how I get to explain to the world. You know, because for weeks I was screaming to the world, help me, man, help me. I mean, I'm gonna fucking die. Help me. You know, the day they arrested me, in my backpack, I had a mixer cup. You know, workout mixer cup. You know, you put weight gainer in, your milk or whatever, and you shake it up. Got a little ball or whatever. I put 11 pellets of combat or some shit, rat poison, in there. Had some water, and had I had made it to a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, anyway, like, had I made it somewhere, I was so exacerbated, I was so excited, I was so fucking depressed, I was so destroyed. I mean, ultimately, morally, I mean, everything. I mean, my girl ain't answering the phone. Fucking, my card ain't working. I know I got money. Homeboys ain't answering. Sitting on the sidewalk waiting on a cab that's taking way too long. And I mean, like it just lost a house that, I mean, like all the conditions were right for a tragedy. Like it just was. And when those cops got in my face and they were talking to me, man, and like it was like I was looking for a fight. And that's true. There's those cops out. They weren't dick cops. I was looking for a fight. I was a complete and total fucking prick. All the fucking way through. They had no choice but to arrest me. I didn't give them any other opportunity to. And be honest with you, the charges that I got are mercy charges. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't badass shit. That was them being, like, you know what I mean? That was as hard on me as the law would allow them to be. They could have kept me for 72 hours without even making a phone call if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? They kept me like 19 or some shit, but it was frustrating, believe me. But, like, it could have been harder, you know? It could, but I haven't been to jail in like, as long as I haven't had sex in like 25, 30 years, something like that. Since I moved to Hawaii. And, you know, it's just, all the disrespect in the world, I just don't understand, you know? Like, where did identity of respect go? Like, you know, when you used to be able to look at a dad, you know, and you knew he was a dad, you could tell he's a dad. Everything about him, like he has a goddamn t-shirt that says #1 fucking dad. And you look at him, you're like, fucking A, man. You know, he's holding the hand of a little kid. And now you look at him, you're like, pedophile. You fucking pervert. You know what I'm saying? Where? When? Why? How did this fucking happen? Is it because Gen X were raised being molested by the previous generation? Like, is it because we were made sexual victims and forced to identify with our predator our entire lives? Like, forced to, like, our behaviors, everything, all linked back to that moment, that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, we're a confused group of fucking people. Yes. We were taught to respect authority. Say shit about but also, you know, at the same time they come out with these goddamn teddy bears and shit, and people dress as teddy bears. If somebody said you here, and you're like, what the fuck? It's happened my whole fucking life. What are you talking about? It's just a very disturbing thing the way that modern society look. I mean, I understand and I am grateful that now this has all been exposed. Like all these goddamn, I'm so fucking happy. But like, you know, human trafficking and shit. Like, I mean, holy shit. Holy shit. But all I got to really say is that, like, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Hey, listen, this has been Drunken Talks and Confessions by Gonzo, 8247 Lives 2. I wish you all a good night, and my respect, be expecting maybe part 2 of this very conversation and such. And just, my ex used to complain I never got off the phone quick enough.